Welcome back to this YouTube channel. It's your boy Citizen Qwadjo. If this is the first time you're seeing this face on your screens, kindly subscribe, like, share, comment as well, because you know your comments are always welcome on this YouTube channel. You know, on this channel we only talk about developmental issues that are going to develop our continent, Africa. Those are the things that we talk about because we want to change that narrative, that perception about Africa that we can do it. It is possible. We can. Yes, we can. But you know, as usual, these greedy politicians do not know how to manage the affairs of our various countries, and that's why we are always been considered as poor in a continent full of natural resources, full of talent. These greedy politicians amass wealth for themselves and their unborn generations rather than amassing wealth for the people, we the citizens who voted for them. And that's why we are always been considered as poor. You know, there's been an issue that I think, as a citizen of my continent, I need to talk about it. Few weeks, or let me say probably a month ago, there was a peaceful coup. Yes, in Guinea. There was a coup in Guinea from, you know, or let me say by a man that the president, Alpha Conde, it said that he trained this guy, or he brought him from France to head his special forces. And then this man turned around to take over the country from him. And after the issue, you know, ECOWAS, you know, brought out statements, AU, African heads of state, whatever. They all came out condemning the act. And in fact, to be frank with you, in my previous videos I also said that I do not support coup, but I support the overthrow of leaders who are not performing, not through weapons. No, that is not what I stand for. So moving on, last week the coup leader has been inaugurated as the interim president of Guinea, and it was something that when I saw the pictures and videos coming in from Guinea, I was not surprised. It's a fact, I am not surprised. Why wasn't I surprised? Because look, this is a continent that everyone is now enlightened. Africa has turned to a continent that each and every young, you know, citizen between the ages of, let me say, 0 to 40 to 50 is now enlightened. Everyone knows what is going on in other countries. In my previous video, I told you people that I'm not even in Ghana any longer. I'm living in Dubai. People are seeing what is going on. We are seeing what other countries are doing. Other heads of states in other developed countries are doing. Although they are developed, they are putting in effort day in, day out to, you know, upgrade themselves. Presidents in European countries and other countries are putting in much effort to make sure that the lives of their citizens get to the point where the citizens do not become burdens to the country on any day. When any calamity should strike, the country and its people should be free. There shouldn't be any reason for citizens to become burdened on certain presidents or certain governments. And that is what people are doing in other developed countries. People are doing to develop their countries. But we live in a continent, Africa, where heads of states are not thinking. They are not on the grounds. They are not current. They are outmoded. They are archaic. Their attitudes, their legacies, their laws, their way of life, everything they are doing shouldn't be done in this 21st technological, day. things have moved on. Things are changing. People are now being enlightened. I can sit in my room and know whatever is going on in the US, in Dubai, in Qatar, in any part of the world. I will know. I was in my room in Dubai and I saw everything that went on in Guinea. So I wasn't surprised, as I said earlier on, because our heads of states have now become white elephants. They want us to worship them like gods, like demigods, like I just do not know. Meanwhile, our forefathers, our ancestors who fought for this continent, Africa, they were the ones worshiping us. They were the ones fighting with their blood. They were toiling day in, day out. Some were imprisoned, some were exiled, some were, they fought their hearts out to win this continent for us, because they knew that this continent was the future of the world. But these greedy politicians of our time today do not know how to manage their affairs. They are amassing wealth for themselves. They are amassing wealth for their unborn generations rather than the people who voted for them. We, those who voted for them, we've now become, subjects of mockery, because we have foreigners coming into our countries, and then we are now becoming slaves in our own countries. We are worshiping these foreigners who come in to take over our lands, our natural resources, and then they go scot-free. And we, those who are supposed to benefit, we are the ones suffering rather. And it's because these foreigners have connived with our heads of states, with our politicians, and they are just amassing wealth for themselves. And we, the citizens, are going through pains day in, day out. So African children are now running to Europe, are now running, helter-skelter to countries that they just do not even have to be in, just to look for greener pastures. So as I said, I am not surprised as to how millions of Guineans were happy. They were chanting, they were singing songs of praise. They were so much excited that their demigod Alpha Condé have been eliminated. Now they have someone who understands their language. Look, I keep on saying this, that Africans, or Africans, we are not looking for something huge. The people of Guinea were not looking for something extraordinary from Alpha Condé. They were just looking for little basic things. Better healthcare, better education, better standards of living, employment. These were some of the basic things that we were asking for, or these people living in Guinea, Guinean citizens were asking for. They weren't asking for millions of dollars in their accounts. No, give them work. They are ever ready to work, to make their own genuine money. But these are leaders who rather move from various countries, and then they will run to Europe, run to Asia, run to the Gulfs, run to anywhere just to seek for, little amounts of money, all in the name of donations, all in the name of donors, all in the name of, I want to go and borrow money to come and do this. How can an African country be borrowing in this 21st century when you have everything the world need? And they are not just ashamed of themselves when they are doing those things. How can a home minister of finance, a president, be bold enough to hit his chest and come out and say that we are going to borrow? We are going to borrow money to come and pay debt. This is extreme madness. It is only in Africa that we borrow money to pay debt. Africa shouldn't be borrowing money to pay debt. And the most annoying thing is when they go out, they borrow those monies, they just do not have any ways of repaying those money. So those debts, they overgrow and become monarchs. And so unborn generation, 4, 5, 6 generations are the ones who are coming to pay those monarchical debts. I just do not get it. So I wasn't surprised that millions of Guineans were trooping, they were chanting songs of praises that Alpha Condé have been overthrown. This should be a lesson and a warning to other African presidents. Do not think that it is impossible. I am not that old, but this is the most peaceful overthrowing of government that I've seen in this 21st century. Nobody is attacking anyone. Everyone is even happy that there have been an overthrow. And this should be a lesson to other African leaders that power is not eternal. Seek the welfare of the people who voted for you. Either than that, one day these people will rise. These people will get so much angry, and just one leadership, just one person from nowhere will come and overthrow you as a president. And that is when you see that if you had listened earlier, if you had taken care of the people who voted for you, things wouldn't have been the same. Alpha Condé and his family have really regretted for this. And as I said, it should be a lesson to other African heads of states. Nigeria, number 1. Ghana, number 2. It should be a lesson to the two of you.